Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing really well today. Welcome to the Empaths and Sensitives Facebook group. I'm Michelle Legaly. I am the creator of the group. We have over 86,000 members now. It's amazing. It's so good to have you here. Every single Tuesday at 12 o'clock Eastern, I hop on live to do some type of training, tool, technique, tip, inspiration to help us go from surviving to thriving as empaths and sensitives. And that's why we're here. Okay, if you are here live with me, please feel free to say hello in the chat. I would love to say hi back to you. Let's see. I don't see any comments yet, but that's okay. Say hi in the chat if you're willing. I can usually see the chat. I can see your name if you allow StreamYard to let me see your name. If you don't want to do that, that's okay. Awesome. Hi, Kim. Thank you, Sharon, for being here. Okay, let's get started. So today is all about easy and effective meditation for people who can't easily meditate. Is that you? Are you someone who consistently meditates, or are you someone who struggles with it? I'm both. I can get on the bandwagon and I'm consistent with it for a while, and then sometimes I fall off the wagon and lose track of it. Yeah, so I'm always telling the truth. It's like that with food for me, exercise and meditation, and probably sleeping. Right, I'm consistent, usually pretty consistent, but I fall off the wagon like everybody else. And there's no shame. We just get back on the wagon and do it again. Okay, but before we get started, I want to talk about the intention of this meditation. I want to talk about the benefit of the meditation I'm going to teach you. And then we're going to do the practice. We're actually going to do it together. Okay? Yeah. What are you struggling with meditation? Put that in the chat. What are you struggling with? Can't turn off your mind? Okay. While you're typing that in, I want to talk a little bit about the meditation we're going to do. We are doing this one. This is inside of Intuition Circle. For those of you who are members of Intuition Circle, you're going to recognize this. For those of you who are not members of Intuition Circle, this is probably going to be new to you. And I'll give you a taste test of it. I call this the I Wonder meditation. It's so simple and so effective, but don't let the simplicity of it make you think it doesn't have value. It really does. This is the one I come back to over and over again. This is the technique that I will do when my mind's extra crazy, like it has a mind of its own, right? If I can't get a control of my thoughts, this is the one I always come back to. Okay, so the intention of meditation, of this meditation, is to quiet your mind. We are going to quiet our minds. Now, there's different meditations, right? You could have your intention might be to connect with your spirit guides. Your intention might be to get some medical information about yourself. Your intention might be to get information for somebody else. Your intention might be to heal something. Do you see all the different intentions there are for meditation? The I Wonder meditation, our only focus is to quiet the mind. We're not trying to connect to loved ones, to spirit, to our higher selves, to our soul. Our only objective here is to quiet our minds. Does that make sense? Okay, great. I hope that's simple. The benefits of this meditation to quiet our mind is to quiet our mind, to calm our mind down, to calm the mind down, for us to get control of the mind again, that we decide when it's quiet or active, right? When we calm the mind, it calms the nervous system. This is so important for us as empaths and sensitives. This type of meditation I'm going to teach you helps you move out of hypersensitivity, which many of us empaths are in, and moves us back to sensitivity. I'm not a doctor, a nurse, a therapist. but I am a sensitive soul that's been in hypersensitivity too long and got some ailments and diseases because of it. When our nervous systems are fried for too long, we end up with problems. So this meditation helps us train our nervous systems to calm down and move out of hypersensitivity. Okay? This meditation that I'm going to teach you helps you differentiate your feelings from someone else's feelings, your thoughts from someone else's thoughts. This is a natural byproduct of quieting the mind. This meditation helps you know yourself, your thoughts, and your feelings. Back to knowing yourself. Can you see all those? Okay? And it's grounding. I'll just put it down here. It's grounding. Okay? I don't know if you can see all that. Hopefully you can. Okay, do you see all the benefits of this super simple meditation? And do you see the intention of this meditation? Okay, let's go to the practice now. Again, the practice is so simple. And I'm going to walk you through it. We're going to try it for a minute together, which is going to feel really weird that I'm just going to be quiet here for 1 minute. But this is what we're going to do. I like to close my eyes. You don't have to. Your eyes could be just resting and looking down low. You're going to sit in a chair or you can lay down. It doesn't matter. Keep it easy. And the only thing that we do in this meditation is to ask ourselves the question, I wonder what I'll think of next. I wonder what I'll think of next. And as you hold the space of I wonder what I'll think of next, you'll notice that you're waiting and it's quiet. And it's going to be like that maybe for a split second and a thought will come in or a feeling, or maybe you'll go 2 seconds before a thought or feeling comes in. Just notice how long you go before a thought drops in. And then the challenge is to not get hooked on that thought. The challenge is just to say, oh, that's what I thought of next, and let it go. And then ask yourself the question again. I wonder what I'll think of next. And you wait, 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 and then something will probably drop in. And when it does, go, that's interesting. Let it go. Ask yourself again, I wonder what I'll think of now or next. Wait, wait, wait. Something will drop in. Oh, that's interesting. Let it go. Do you see the pattern? Do you see what I'm trying to do? Do you see what we're doing here? What do you think? Here's what happens sometimes. Sometimes the thought will drop in and I'll get attached to it and go, oh, I can't forget that. That's so important. That thing I have to get at the grocery store. I better not forget that. Right? I get attached to it. And then I go wherever it wants to take me. But the challenge for us is to just notice the thought, let it go, and let the next, ask yourself, I wonder what I'll think of next, and not attach to any of it. Okay, you ready? You got the idea? No shaming ourselves. This is just practice. This is a game. We're playing a game together. Okay, I'm going to set the timer for a full minute. And I'm going to be quiet for a full minute and you'll hear my timer go off. And then I'll come back and ask you how it went. So here we go. Close your eyes if you want to. We already set the intention that we're going to ask ourselves the question, I wonder what I'll think of next. Here we go. Okay. I can't believe that was a full minute. Eyes open. How was that for you? What did you notice? Share it with me if you're willing. Here's what I noticed for me. It was a little different because I don't think I've ever done this on being recorded before. So I didn't really have thoughts. I had some thoughts like, you need to help people. They might be asking you questions right now. Open your eyes. So I had those thoughts and I had to let them go. And as I let go of like taking care and serving you and just staying with what I was trying to teach you, I felt a lot of tightness in my throat. I had a sensation come up. My nervous system didn't like it, you know? What did you notice? What did you notice? A lot of random words flooding in. I noticed that for myself too. So I had a moment where I wasn't having specific thoughts. I just felt a lot of words flooding in. And I thought the same thing. I thought, well, that's interesting. And I let the whole flooding go. And that's when I felt the pressure in my neck. And I just noticed the pressure and I just focused on my breath. And I thought, I wonder what I'll think of next. And I even had to say to myself, and I wonder what I'll feel next. And I just allowed whatever feeling or thought, I just waited for it and then just let it go. Okay, do you want to try it again? Tell me, here's what I noticed with a lot of empaths and sensitives. When they do anything new, their nervous systems will flare up. Did anybody have so you know how I flared up? My neck got tight. I felt heat. I felt like I wasn't showing up like I'm supposed to for you. Like that's very normal for empaths to have a flare up with anything new. Okay, so if you got a flare up, it's okay. Just you're going to train yourself that this is safe and effective. Okay, we're going to do another minute. Let me set my timer. All right. Eyes closed if you can. Let's take a deep breath in first. Exhale. We set the intention to do the I wonder meditation to calm the mind. That's the intention. And then let yourself have the first thought, which is, I wonder what I'll think of next. Okay, that was a full minute again. What do you think? That was a full minute. How was it this second time for you? Was it easier or less thoughts? How was your nervous system? Was it different this time or the same? Just notice. We're going to do it one more time together, but notice the difference. For me, my nervous system was calmer this time. It's like, oh, I know what she's going to do. It's safe. We're going to be okay. What was it like for you? Was it more of a flare up or was it calmer? Was it different, the same? Just notice. Lots of thoughts, random, but mostly about my day and how I'll get it all done. Interesting. Just notice what comes up. Here's some other things that I noticed this time. I noticed when a thought came in, I was able to let it go faster this time. Like I didn't have as much attachment to it. I just let it go. And I sat back in the I wonder what I'll think of next thoughts. And I just waited. And I noticed the sensations. What did you notice? What did you notice? Awesome. Okay, are you willing to try it one more time with me? So this will be our third full minute, and let's see how it goes together. Again, no shame, no judgment. We're just observing and noticing and wondering. Here we go. Okay, eyes closed. Deep breath in. Exhale. And ask yourself, I wonder what I'll think of next. Okay, eyes open if they were closed. What did you notice that time? Easier? More challenging? Were your thoughts more or less? Did you feel sensations? What did you notice? I'm starting to feel calmer about it. It's getting easier with each minute for me. And that's not right or wrong. It's just I'm noticing that. If you notice that it's actually causing you frustration, notice that. Some people notice that the ability to let go is getting easier and easier. It's very interesting. Some people notice it got worse. Somebody said I kept constant repetition of what will I think of next going in my thoughts. So that's really interesting, isn't it? Just notice that. And I've had that also where I just keep going, I wonder what I think of next. I wonder what I'll think of next. I wonder what I'll think of next. And what I did then, my next time I practiced it, I tried to create a little space between each time I said it. So it would go like this. I wonder what I'll think of next. I wonder what I'll think of next. Little space. Does that make sense? That could be the way to practice that. Someone else said the I wonder became a mantra this time and thoughts just came and went. Awesome. So what do you think about this? Do you like this simple technique? What's the worst thing that would happen if you let thoughts go during your meditation? What's the worst thing that would happen, do you think? I know it's a funny thing to say. What's the worst thing that would happen if you got good at this? Got good. I'm serious. Can you think of anything bad that would happen if you got really good at asking, I wonder what I'll think of next, and no thoughts came? What's the worst thing that would happen? I think the worst thing that somebody just said, enjoy yourself more. Yeah. The worst thing that would happen is my mind always goes to that I'm going to forget something. I'm going to forget to do something important. So then I create systems like having a calendar and I write my things in my calendar. It's not my mind's job to keep track of things that belong on my calendar. There's really no drawbacks to this. There's only upside. I don't know if you guys can see this. The upsides are your mind is going to be calmer. You're going to have a calmer nervous system. You're going to move out of hypersensitivity. It's going to help you differentiate your feelings from other people's feelings. You're going to know your thoughts and feelings from others. It's very grounding. You will get to know, like, and trust yourself. Maybe not at first, but I promise you will. Do you have any questions about this? Write them in the chat if you have a question about this. So this is what, it was just our simple technique. The intention was to quiet the mind. I just talked about all the benefits, and we just went through the practice 3 times. One other thing I'd like to share is that I will then, as I practice this, I will set my timer for 2 minutes and see how well I do. Sometimes I just have to go back to 1 minute if my mind is very active. I have to go back and I can hold it for about 1 minute. And then I try to go to 2. I think I've been up to 5 minutes. I think you could keep going and going. I don't think I've ever gone past 5 minutes. Awesome. Okay, I don't think I see any questions. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope this was helpful. I do have one announcement. Next Thursday, I'm having a free masterclass called The 7 Steps to Discover Your Psychic and Intuitive Abilities. I'm going to be doing that workshop live on Zoom. If you are interested in joining me, it's at 11 to 12 Eastern time. And I know that's pretty early for Pacific time, but if you're interested and would like more information on that, let me know in the chat and I'll make sure to get you the link. I'm happy to send you the link. That's happening next Thursday, 11 to 12 on Zoom. You have to register for it because we're going to be live on Zoom together. Okay, I hope that's super helpful. I will see you next Tuesday for another live class, tip, tool, whatever, inspo, whatever we're going to do. And I'll see you then. Have a great week, everybody. Bye.